everyone, I'm Julia Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. So today for this week's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a food challenge. I'm going to be eating $70 worth of groceries for 2 weeks. So I'm about to go grocery shopping soon, and I'll be buying $70 worth of groceries. That's my budget for the next 2 weeks here in New York City. Alright, let's go. So this is my entire $70 grocery haul. As you can see, I did get a lot of different produce for the week. We have the meat over here, definitely like some canned goods, but mostly produce because that's the least expensive for the meals I'm going to be making. And all of this food, all the $70 groceries will be lasting me the entire 2 weeks. This will be all I will be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all the meals that I will be preparing. So for this, I actually made a list ahead of time to budget. So these are my receipts from the grocery haul, and I had to actually make 2 trips just because I couldn't carry everything in one trip. So as you can see, in the first one I spent $52.99 and $20.99. So it did come up to about $74, but the reason for that is because I did buy 2 energy vitamin waters to give myself energy for grocery shopping. So my total amount of food budget for the 2 weeks is $70. Okay, so this is the final product right here of all my meals, 4 days, 2 through 5. So right over here we have my breakfast, which is chopped apple that I put lemon on to keep fresh, and also the biscuits, which I had honey packets from an iced tea I got, like a bunch of free honey packets. So I put some honey on the biscuits to make it sweet biscuits with apples for breakfast. Then here we have my my lunches for the next 4 days. These consist of Spanish yellow rice. I made like a vegetarian burrito bowl, which consists of yellow Spanish rice, pinto beans that already have seasoning. I didn't add seasoning just because I already had it. Before you guys crucify me for like not seasoning my food, they already had like cayenne pepper, tomato, olive oil in the beans, so I didn't need to add anything. I'm trying to watch my salt intake since the chicken and the mashed potatoes did have some sodium in it. And then I did the canned tomatoes, which again came with chopped green chilies, so like chopped hot peppers in the tomatoes. And then for flavor, I added some chopped green onions, so that'll be my lunches. And then for dinner, you had what you guys saw me make, which is the fried chicken, the biscuits, and the mashed potatoes. They look really white right there. I'm not sure why. This is actually a lot of food for 4 days for me, more than I usually eat, but I am trying to be realistic about my hunger and stay within my budget while doing so. Updated on day 6. Okay guys, I'm over here. It's day 5. So I actually messed up. That fried chicken that I made meal prep for the 4 days, it was not good today. I made a big oopsie. It just smelled when I opened it. I should have known that like 2 to 3 days is the limit when you're meal prepping meat. So I am stuck over here having an apple that I have enough rationed and some celery sticks for dinner. Obviously not ideal, but I did transparent when doing this. This is my first time doing a video like this. Let you guys know the realities of living on a food budget, eating on a food budget, and how sometimes you can meal prep or organize things and it just doesn't always go your way. I'm gonna eat this really sad, pathetic dinner and go to bed hungry, and hopefully tomorrow will be better. Alright, good night guys. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is day 6 of the challenge. So for today, I'm actually making a cauliflower mac and cheese. So as you can see, I didn't get the pre-chopped cauliflower. I got these bunches because they're way cheaper, and all you have to do is cut them up, or you can even use the food processor. It tastes the same as how they do in the stores. One thing I did splurge on for this was this camembert cheese. So this, if you're looking at this size tray, it probably looks a little smaller on camera, but this is going to be 4 servings I'm going to make. And with the leftover cauliflower, for the next 4 days, that's going to be my dinner. And with the leftover cauliflower and the leftover onion I have here, I'm going to use that in the next dish of dinners I'm making, which is a pasta using the canned tomato sauce and the protein pasta I got. But for now, we're going to do this. So everything I got here was in the $70. The onion, the cheese, the cauliflower, the half and half. The only things that I did take some things from my fridge that I'm using in this. Oh, and let me turn on the light in here so it's a little brighter. There we go. So the only thing is I am using a few items in my fridge: salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese, and butter, which were not included in that grocery shopping list. This little thing of butter, this Parmesan cheese, salt, and pepper. When I did this, I kind of assumed that, you know, I could use stuff I already had in my fridge, like simple everyday stuff like this. But in the future, I am going to do a challenge like this where I don't use anything that have any seasonings, anything that I haven't bought on the $70 for 2 weeks list. So I'm going to make this now, and when I pull it out of the oven, I'm going to show you guys the final product and also what my lunches, breakfasts are going to look like for the rest of the week. Alright, let's go. Alright, so here it is, hot and fresh out of the oven. As you can see, it's still a little steamy, it's still a little bubbly. So here's this, and it does look like a small portion, but this will again last me 4 nights. It's a lot bigger than it looks on camera. And I do have this little bit of cauliflower left. This does look small, but the thing is this is actually going to be just enough for that protein pasta I'm going to make with all the other ingredients, and that is going to be on day 10, so stay tuned for that. This is going to be my dinner for tonight and the next few nights, and also tomorrow morning I'm going to be making my lunch and breakfast in the morning, just because I'm going to do like sandwiches and stuff, and I am a Virgo, but I'm not that much of a Virgo that I'm going to like meal prep a sandwich over here. So yeah, I'm going to go enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, good morning. I am back with the sandwich. So yeah, pretty much I'm about to make this right now. It's the morning. This is going to be my breakfast for the next few days. But I do have some apples left, some clementines left, so I'm going to be eating fruit the next few days for breakfast and to supplement my lunch up until that cauliflower mac for dinner. The reason I got this bread was it's 2 for $5 on sale, super cheap. And then I got like a 1/4 pound of each meat. Meat and cheese. The turkey and the American cheese, and it was literally like I think $1 each. The 2 cheapest ones you would get, just light turkey breast, regular American cheese, just keep it simple. I do have like some mustard and stuff in the fridge I could put on this. I don't want to use too many ingredients that weren't purchased in that $70 in that budget, so I'm probably just going to have a plain sandwich. Not really looking forward to it, and I'll keep you updated on my next meal. Good morning guys. Okay, so today for breakfast I made the leftover egg I had from the first meal I did with the fried chicken. I had 4 leftover eggs for 4 breakfasts. So I have 1 little fried egg here, and then I had 2 potatoes left over from when I made the mashed potatoes. So I divided them into halves. Like I can have half a potato for breakfast each morning. Again, this is all about just meal portions and planning and prepping pretty much if you want to stay on a budget like this, like a really tight $5 a day budget. So the thing about these potatoes is I actually had the leftover jalapeno that I talked about from the veggie burrito bowls I made earlier as well. So the thought of like eating these plain potatoes just made me really sad. And so I obviously added like garlic salt and the jalapeno, and this wasn't in the budget, but I did add ketchup, because I can't just eat potatoes without ketchup. I don't know, it's just like weird. The thing about this is I really don't like cooking breakfast or making breakfast at all, because I literally can't get up in the morning. But this actually only took me less than 10 minutes to make, because I microwave the potatoes first. Like when you're making home fries, microwave the potatoes first, because they cook so much faster, so much quicker than if you were just to throw them in the oil or throw them in the oven. It's gonna take you freaking forever. If you just throw them in the microwave for like 2 minutes, so like the potato cooks, and then fry it in the pan, way quicker to make. Yeah, so I also have my 2 iced coffees here. Like I said, I drank a lot of coffee. I made it halfway through about 2 this morning. I also didn't add that in the budget just because, like I said, beverages weren't included, like coffee, tea. So yeah, I'm about to enjoy this breakfast, and then I woke up early, so I'm going to show you guys what I am making for the remainder of my lunches that I'm not looking forward to. Also, I had leftover bread from the sandwiches, so I could have had toast with this, but I'm just not that hungry, so I'm not eating toast. But that would have been an option too if you are a big breakfast eater. There was a lot of bread. There was a lot of bread like left over. So that would have been like something you could do too, like toast with like some butter or something if you had it. So yeah, I'm going to finish this and then show you guys what I'm making for lunch. Okay, so I'm making lunch this morning. I'm making this tuna salad. So pretty much, I'm obviously not going to meal prep tuna salad because that would be disgusting. But this is what I'm going to be eating, just making for lunch for the next 4 days, because I have 4 cans of tuna and the veggies for it. And then I also have, this is just a few of them, but I have some leftover fruit, which is going to be my breakfast and snacks throughout the day. I have some more clementines from what I bought in the fridge. So I'm going to make this now. This wasn't the 70, I bought this like fat-free Greek dressing because I hate mayo. I think it's so disgusting. So I'm going to be using this in the tuna salad, and I'm also going to be using these items that were not on the list, Just a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper just to make it a little tastier. But again, this would be fine, I think, with just the dressing and the veggies. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that right now. For dinner, and I'm still wearing the same like ugly outfit with leggings from earlier just because I worked from home today. So yeah, so I ate my lunch after I put it in the fridge, and now it's time to make dinner. So what I'm going to be making for dinner tonight and for the next few nights is this protein pasta, this rotini. So since I couldn't afford any other meat within the budget besides the chicken, I did get this protein pasta that was only about $1 more than what I would pay for regular pasta to get some protein in my meals. So now what I'm going to be doing with this, just because I hate reheated pasta, it's disgusting and it's going to go bad if I do that, I'm going to be making the sauce all together today, putting the remainder in Tupperware, and then just making a small amount of pasta and a small amount of that little bit of cauliflower we have left from when I made the cauliflower mac, and just eating it individually. And then every night I'll be cooking more pasta, more cauliflower until the end of nights. But I am going to be making the entire sauce today, and I'll just be reheating it when I cook the pasta and the cauliflower each night, if that makes sense. So I'm going to make the sauce today, as I couldn't, in the budget, afford to get like regular jarred sauce, and I couldn't afford to get canned like San Marzano tomatoes. So I'm using the second from the burrito bowls, the can that was when it was buy one get one free, the Del Monte green tomatoes with green chilies. So I'm going to be using those. I did a little bit of oil in a pan that's heating right now. I'm using those, a little bit of chopped onion that I'm going to be also using until the remainder is gone with the tuna salad for lunch. So I'm using those, the chopped onion, and then this garlic. I'm going to be putting a lot of garlic for flavor in the sauce. This garlic was only 89 cents for the whole bunch. So this is a great add-on for meals that you'll be making. Like, if you need something cheap for flavor in meals, garlic is a great choice that I've been using to cook with throughout this whole thing. And I'm also going to be using seasonings that were not within the budget. Obviously, like, this can be made without seasonings if you don't have any on hand. But I'm going to be using paprika, garlic, salt, and pepper for the sauce. So I'm going to get started cooking this, and I also have water about to boil on the stove. I always put salt in my water when I want to boil because it boils quicker, and I always use cold water because cold water, that's just, I don't know, I always heard you're supposed to cook with cold water. So yeah, let's get started. So this is the final product, and this is actually more than enough for me. And I do have a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese in the fridge that I'm gonna put on this, and probably have a glass of wine too. So today is the last day that I'll be eating this $70 worth of food I got for the 2 weeks on this $5 day budget. I have just enough pasta and cauliflower to make it to the end. I did run out of, and I do have enough sauce too. So I have just enough pasta, sauce, and cauliflower to make my very last meal, so I'm not going to be eating an apple and celery for dinner like I was earlier in the week when the chicken went bad. That was pretty bad. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this went, and I only managed to spend $5 a day. Alright, well that concludes the 2 weeks, $70, $5 a day worth of food budgeted challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed staying along with me for the ride and enjoyed all the food I made. Just like the produce obviously wasn't the best quality. The chicken wasn't the best quality, obviously. I did do some stuff wrong with the meal prep, and it was a little stressful to be on such a tight budget and have such limited amounts of like wiggle room regarding what I was eating. I'm very fortunate that I don't have to eat like this every week, but I do know there are people who do, so I made that video more for people like that. And also this would be something I would do again in the future if I was saving up to make a big purchase. I'm going to be doing more like food videos, food tutorials, cooking stuff in the future on my channel. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Comment below what your favorite meal was I made, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Alright, bye.